Assalamu alaikum dear students, welcome back with another video. So in this one we are going to talk about another spotlight topic, and that is cyclones in Pakistan. So we have actually understood that how the cyclones are forming, how the clouds are forming, how the rainfall is taking place, and now we're going to try to understand the cyclone situation here in Pakistan as well. So I'm sorry guys, it's a little bit cropped from here and also from here because I guess I haven't took the picture in the right way. So yes, so it says over here that since Pakistan has been was created, two cyclones have hit the Sindh coast. Sindh coast, we're talking about this region of particular Pakistan, the Sindh, because this is probably the coast of Balochistan over here. The first was in August 1948 and the second was in May 1999. This cyclone was about 80 kilometers east of Karachi. In Karachi, some refugee tents were blown down and there was no other damage. So it's like telling that there were like two cyclones have hit Pakistan really badly. And in fact, a couple of years ago and even this year, we were also having some let's say warnings or some predictions about Nilofer, and another one was Biperjoy, which recently has occurred in the news as well. So it shows over here that this is a satellite photo of the cyclone in 1999. This was taken in 1999. Okay, so this picture is really old. When it had reached the Indus Delta, its wind speed was about 230 miles per hour. That's a lot. That's like around maybe 370 or maybe 470 kilometers per hour. And the waves were 12 meters high. That's a lot. That's really scary. I mean, like, imagine if this would have hit the coastal line, so it would have caused a lot of damage. Okay. Now, so the fact file, so that says that the disaster in Tata and Badin districts. Okay. So over here, they're discussing about the story. So I'm not going to go through the entire story. You guys just can read it on your own. This is actually a real story. Okay. And there's a fact file that how many people got hurt and injured and maybe displaced as well. So displaced word we usually use when people are moving from one place to another due to some catastrophe has hit them, or any calamity, something like that. So the fact file says over here that the disaster in Tata and Badin districts Sindh, over 1,000 died and many were injured, and many more died later from the thirst and hunger and disease. 80,000 houses were destroyed, 60,000 were damaged, and 700 fishing boats were destroyed. 7,000 buffaloes were lost, and also many sheep and goats. 50% of all the crops were destroyed. Seawater swam in irrigation canals, which normally supply the drinking water. Now see how the seawater is becoming a problem for these farmers. So as we know that the farming cannot be done with the seawater because the seawater has a lot of content of salt in it. It has salination, right? Whereas the healthy agriculture sector runs with the sweet water, which is actually the river water. All right. So guys, after skimming through this entire story over here, so it's like story of Abdul Rahman story, and I was telling that when the cyclone, when this typhoon kind of thing hit my village in Tata, because that's a little bit near to the coastlines as well. So he was telling that how scary the experience was, as is telling the fact file that how many people died, how many people lost their farmlands, their buffaloes, and how many houses were collapsed as well. So you might now ask this question, that sir, how the houses can get destroyed and collapsed. See, the houses made by local people, actually made with mud and by using some really non-strong materials, right? So yep, they can get shattered, they can get away with the water. And just imagining, he's saying this thing over here that this very slowly and gradually the level of the water was also rising above, all right? And due to which, as it was getting darker and darker at the night time, it was more and more scary. Imagine yourself standing on a very, very, very small island, maybe an island of the size of my bed. And how big is your bed? Your bed is really small. Imagine standing on that bed and there is complete seawater surrounding you from from everywhere, 360 degrees, and it's nighttime. Imagine how scary that would be. And it's not only you are with your family and having this fear that the water level is rising above, okay, and slowly and gradually the water level is rising as well. So yeah, it's really, really difficult situation. So guys, that's it for this video. Yeah, it's going to be it was a very short video. I totally understand. So the next one, we're going to talk about the climate, the different types of climate, okay? And inshallah, we're reaching slowly and gradually finally to the end of this chapter, because I totally understand this was a huge chapter. But inshallah, when you guys are going to come back to school, I'm telling you, you will be already, doing really good in, understanding this entire chapter. You'll be having a really good understanding of this chapter, guys. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and please share, like, and subscribe this channel. And I hope these videos are helping you and the people around you as well, because see, I'm not only teaching you I'm not like, teaching in sense like I'm teaching a grade 7 student, but the information I'm giving over here is kind of real, it's kind of more like, general information, which everyone can hear out and understand what is going on. All right, guys, so see you next time in the next video. Assalamu alaikum.